All of these women have experienced the horrors of war.
Are no words really which can explain that level of torture and that level of hardness for these women.
I don't want to believe there is such kind of suffering on this planet.
Honorata was enslaved as a sex slave for a year and 2 months.
They have lost their husbands, their children, their homes, and their dignity, but not their hope.
How many women here have been sponsored? They have a sponsor sister. All of you. Huh?
Each of these women now has hope because of a sister across the world she has never met.
When you give someone money and you send a letter to that person, this changed completely the history. This person, she started recovering in herself.
When we heard that there are some other women around the world who send us a message of hope to encourage us, we say, it means that we are still also human beings.
This organization started little by little. 1 woman, then 2 women, then 3 women.
Since 1993, Women for Women International has mobilized more than 125,000 sponsors to support women survivors of war throughout the world, 1 woman at a time. Violette is the survivor of one of the most horrific genocides in modern times. Rwanda, 1994. 800,000 people were killed. 500,000 women were raped. 2 million were driven from their homes. For a week, Violette and her small children lay on the floor of a church, pretending to be dead. Nearly everyone else around her was murdered. Violette never found her husband. Violette struggled to support her family. She couldn't afford to pay for school or food or medicine. In 2004, Violette learned of Women for Women International. She joined the year-long program and was matched with Liz, her sponsor sister, in the United States. They began writing to one another.
Even though I had known what took place during the genocide, when she told me about her personal story, it touched me in a way that nothing else ever has.
Liz pledged $27 a month for Violette's training.
The $27 each woman gets every month, gradually up to the end of a year, leaves this woman's life changed completely.
Before Women for Women, I was in this house, but now I think you can see the big house.
With the help of Women for Women, Violette flourished. She learned job skills, leadership, and her rights.
This is my sorghum.
Using the money Liz sent, Violette planted fields of sorghum, a local grain, and began making sorghum-based drinks.
This is my land, from here up to there where you can see the trees.
Violette now has fields full of crops.
You can see bananas, sweet potatoes.
Violette uses half to feed her family and sells the other half for a profit. She has hired local women to work her fields and manage her beverage business.
She has basically transformed the lives of everybody in her community.
Violette is also president of a crafts cooperative that makes traditional Rwandan peace baskets, helping to foster reconciliation in Rwanda, something almost impossible to imagine a dozen years ago.
So proud of you.
And I am so.
Yes, you're proud of yourself.
Very happy.
Very good.
Outside of the Women for Women offices in eastern Congo, hundreds of women wait in the rain for hours. They've come on foot from their small villages, knowing that with the support of a sponsor, they too can rebuild their lives.
I will find 1 woman, 1 sister to help each one of you. It's never 1 person.
Yes.
I will find hundreds of thousands of women who will help each one of you. Sisterhood among women.
It's not you alone.
Strongly believe that Women for Women is doing, I usually say, holy work.
We take women and move them from a victim to survivor to active citizen.
I'm proud that I'm working with Women for Women International.
So many of us could get involved in just such a small way, and how much of an effect that can have to someone in the world who feels like they have nothing to live for or they don't have anybody who believes in them.
One woman can change anything, but many women can change everything.